was mysteriously killed in what many suspect was a political assassination. Hamid Mashea says he knows what he's getting into.
It's not a peaceful country, it's dangerous. But sometimes you have to face the reality. You have to take risks to save life.
Mashea says he'll live in a more protected area of Mogadishu reserved for government officials. He joins 3 other Somali Minnesotans who have returned to the war zone to serve in their homeland, including a Minneapolis man who's been sworn in as the new Minister of Health. In fact, all 18 cabinet members are from the diaspora. The new Prime Minister is a Harvard-educated technocrat from upstate New York. Some of the officials were among the first to flee Somalia as instability began to take hold in the 80s and early 90s, creating a national brain drain. Now, with Western degrees and an understanding of how the world works, they're going back to Somalia and helping fuel what some are calling the brain game. Yet critics are skeptical that these Westerners have the know-how or experience to stabilize a country that has been fighting with itself for more than 20 years. Hamid Mashea says as State Minister for Foreign Affairs, one of his roles will be to raise awareness of the disaster unfolding in his homeland. He says the global community has been slow to respond to the drought. Mashea remembers the flush of media and donation boxes that followed the earthquakes in Japan and Haiti.
If you go to the Walmart or you will see there was a small pocket everywhere. I don't see that now here. I think that's what we have to start now. Some ideas for how to start.
And Mashea says this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to be part of the solution. He plans to return to Minnesota after his 1-year term is up. Laura Ewan, Minnesota Public Radio News.
Thursday afternoon, all things considered from Minnesota Public Radio News. Been doing that this poll for a couple of days now. A CNN opinion research poll that gives U.S. Congress approval rating of just 14%. So our question, is Congress getting a fair shake? Carlos says, absolutely it's fair. They're there to lead and make difficult decisions.
Hey, Linky.
Politics, game playing, and misleading facts. Greg says it has received every fairness it could possibly be accorded. It has behaved rudely, badly, and in the interests of party over people. What do you enjoy the conversation of that? Whether Congress is getting a fair shake on this Thursday, the 4th of August, here on Minnesota Public Radio News.
Programming is supported by the Loring Park Art Festival, August 6th and 7th, featuring art from 140 juried artists, stage performances, children's activities, and food. Open to the public. Details at loringparkartfestival.com.
Of course, today's question can be answered at nprnews.org. You're listening to Minnesota Public Radio News 91.1. We'll look at a deal to end the partial shutdown of the Federal Aviation Administration. That deal announced by Harry Reid just in the past hour or so, more than 5 minutes. We'll look at whether airline lobby in Capitol Hill was